there. A week's not that long.
No. I really don't think that we should do that.
Kathleen, one person has gone insane trying to turn themselves into something that they're not, and cured by something in Avante Tower, and you saw the floating bodies. Do you want to be treated by someone who has a track record of that?
No, but I also don't want Owain going and killing everyone we know and love just because he can get to us that way. And if it's the sacrifice I have to make, then I'm more than willing to make it.
If it's going to take us a week to do that, what if it takes us less time in order to reach the prison?
But he said he'd do this after we killed Owain.
What seems like more of a gamble? Going to an unknown place to fight an unknown enemy to get an unknown orb? Or to deal with his ethical nightmare in there?
Look,
to get something at least he's lying about.
It sucks, but we have that orb in there that we can use to hopefully get rid of his teleportation. We'll have to be careful and make sure we don't mess it up, but we at least know in there is a way to do it, and we can talk to him. I don't want to waste more time traveling to these different places. Owain's a threat now, and we have to deal with him now.
The way that I see it is, if we can go to the prison of the Goblin King, then we'll be accomplishing two goals at once. We'll have a method of stopping your transformation, and we'll have a way of defeating Owain. One that we know has been tested and is reliable because it's holding the Goblin King prisoner now.
Well, we don't even know if that's true. The same can be said about any sort of device they have. We've never even seen the Goblin King. We don't even know if he's telling the truth.
And we don't know if the Goblin King's myth is correct, and if
have we ever heard the story of the Goblin King before, Jason?
No. You guys have never heard of the Goblin King, other than that apparently there exists a tower to the north of Collingrove, and that the stories coming out of Avante Tower is that the Goblin King is imprisoned there, and thus the prison of the Goblin King.
And we don't know if the transformation that the Goblin King was going through is similar, even remotely similar to what Kathleen's going through.
Alright, I'm gonna knock back on the tower.
You knock on the door, and the door opens. Gotti stands before you, and he goes, "Oh, we've considered?"
Alright, Gotti. Here's the deal I'll make. If you give us the orb, I will come back and let you do whatever you need to for 2 weeks, on one condition. You allow my companions to come with me.
Come with you
when you experiment and do your tests.
Oh, you would let me experiment on them too?
No, they're going to be bodyguards.
I see.
Ensure
so
that nothing too extreme is done.
I see. But this would be acceptable. Wait here. I'll go get the orb. And he shuffles off.
Past the fucking dead bodies. Gotta clean that up later.
He shuffles off and he comes back and he goes, here is your orb. And the orb floats above his hand. It's a black orb, but it shines a brilliant blue. And he says, do you have a bag you can keep it in?
No, can you give us a bag?
Sure, hold on. And he shuffles back off. He comes back with a purple velvet bag, and he sticks the orb in it, and the bag floats as if it's almost a balloon, and he hands it to you. Now remember, that's 2 weeks you promised.
I'm well aware. Dothr, are you able to inspect this to ensure that it is enchanted?
Well, it's floating in midair, so yes, it's enchanted.
That could be a trick, Dothr.
I don't know.
Dothr looks at it, and he is convinced it is, in fact, enchanted.
It's glowing, and it's floating in midair!
Yes! I'm sorry! Are these magics? I'm sorry, I swing and kill things with the sword. I may be thinking a little erratically right now.
Also tail and, horns.
I'd like to be sure on this, as I am promising 2 weeks for his crazy, explodey science.
I stare at Guardian and say, will you promise me she'll be unharmed?
Yes, I can promise you she will be completely unharmed, except for the occasional prick when I need to draw blood, but other than that, she'll be fine.
One other thing, Gotti. Obviously, this deal means nothing to you if we die, or if I die. So I need to know everything you can tell us about what we need to do to kill a Death Knight and make sure it stays dead. And if there's anything you can give us that would give us an advantage against Wayne, we need it.
And by the way, I'm going to roll an insight on him saying she will not be harmed.
You believe he's not gonna harm her.
Good.
He scratches his beard for a minute and he says, I can teach you all I know while you're here during your stay.
We need to kill Wayne immediately. Is there anything you can give us?
Now, I see. Well, he is undead, so radiant damage should, anything radiant or holy should certainly harm him.
When we kill him, does he stay dead?
A Death Knight? He follows in the path of the Raven Queen, so he's probably already dead, technically. Will he stay dead?
I thought the Raven Queen hated the undead.
Did I say the Raven Queen? I'm an idiot. Excuse me.
I was like, when
hang on, I've got my note here. It's not the Raven Queen. I'm sorry.
Kind of like
that's retarded.
Jesus being a Muslim, like, it just doesn't work that way.
It was retarded.
He was
I'm
Jewish.
Sorry. Thank you for calling me on that. That was stupid. Where are my notes for him? I'm sorry, Orcus. Why did I say Raven Queen? Prince of the Undead. And he looks at you and he says, well, followers of Orcus generally tend to come back to life, though their entire bodies do need to be intact, otherwise, well, you know, they come back to life without a head, and then all of a sudden, what's the body gonna do? You know,
None of us laugh.
We've had some strange days here. We really have. But generally, they tend to come back to life. You would have to destroy that corpse. Although I imagine you wouldn't need to do it quickly. Orcus, you know, gods take their time and whatnot.
Destroy the body with fire?
Destroy it. I don't care how you destroy it. Blow it up. Woo!
What? Woo!
Okay, then.
Although
All right.
I would recommend potentially destroying it with holy implements. You know, as Orcus.
That won't be a problem.
We have that covered.
Very well. If you need a bomb or anything, let me know. I'll be here.
We'll let you
This guy is
know.
insane!
Wait, what kind of bombs do you have?
Oh, you know, the explodey kind. Tend to lose limbs and the like.
Are they something that could be tossed into a window, perhaps?
Oh, they're very portable indeed. He takes one out of his robe and he shows it to you. It's this long black cylinder.
It's too dangerous.
Put on
to go
pants
alone.
next time!
It's this long black cylinder with the fuse, and he goes, you see, all you need to do here is light the fuse and throw it, and in about 5 to 10 seconds, depending, the bomb goes boom. We've managed to dig some holes this way with the mountain. It's, most a few good
Are you
men that way
willing to
too.
part with a few of those? Actually, how sturdy are they?
Well, sturdiness has been a problem in the past. We've had carts blow up when they've touched a little bit of water. Kind of magical, and they don't really react well to water. Moisture, in fact. I don't know why. It's very strange. It is quite humorous when sweaty people pick them up, though. Such a delight!
Alright, no thanks, actually. That's just a bit too unstable for...
Yeah,
what I
Chris
was
has watched
hoping.
Lost. He doesn't want to...
Yeah, I actually had. That's actually the entire thing going through my head. I was like, I saw what happened to Arts. You're not tricking me.
Well, very well. Anyway, if I could interest you in anything else, I do sell a fine line of clothing. Perhaps you could use some new clothing with your tail enhancements.
Sure.
Hot pants!
Do you have a cloak as well? Preferably not the one you're wearing.
Oh, in fact, all I do have are cloaks. If you're willing to part with 5 gold, I'd be willing to give you a cloak.
Yes.
Yes, okay, excellent. And he gives you a cloak that fits over your wings and your body, and does a pretty good job of hiding your tail. Although you do need to wear the hood in order to hide the horns.
All right. You said he could sell me new clothes as well.
Those were the only clothes he could sell you.
Are they like armor, or are these just clothes?
It's just no. It's just the cloak. That's it.
Oh, the cloak. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yes. Remember to come back, please. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Watching.
Oh, God. Can we go now?
Before we head back to the dragon, I want to pull Dother aside regarding something. Alright. I know this is going to be a strange question, but I trust you more than I would trust any cleric of Corellan. Considering what we've learned, Dother, I think it might be a good idea to talk with the clerics of Bahamut to see if perhaps they might be able to give us aid. And I can imagine that might be a bit strange, considering who we worship, but if I am truly the offspring of Bahamut, then perhaps Bahamut will find a way to aid us in this.
I think that we're fast running out of options. I'm more concerned not with our loyalty to Corellan, but, well, we have been warned that followers of Bahamut might not, well, be so reasonable if we were to approach them about your condition.
I understand, but it feels like this needs to be something we have to do. At some point or another, word's going to get out. Perhaps it'll be better if it's on our terms than something we can't control. If I do get a chance to speak with clerics of Bahamut, or even Bahamut directly somehow, would you be willing to be at my side for that? Because I'm not too versed in religious matters.
Of course.
Thank you.
And, well, how about, well, since obviously our primary concern is dispatching Owain, as soon as we are done, we can return to... excuse me. Why am I yawning so much? We can return to Colin Grove afterwards, and, well, we know that there's a church there, right? There's a church
Or
there.
Bahamut,
Yeah.
and Paylor at least.
Yeah.
No,
So,
there was a church to Paylor.
right.
The building
There's
itself
a church to Bahamut.
there.
So, afterwards we will return to Colin Grove, and hopefully we can get things taken care of.
Alright. Thank you.
Well, let's make haste then.
So you guys are gonna head to Colin Grove now?
Yeah, we'll talk to the dragon.
Jeff and Gary are the only people who are nice.
All sane.
We got the orb, so we did at least get something out of this.
The dragon looks at you and goes, "You again? Where to?"
To Colleen Grove. Well, just a little bit outside of Colleen Grove.
Good. I was going to land outside of Colin Grove anyway. I have no desire to be killed today. And,
Nor do we.
He takes off. Whee! And let me calculate it again. I want to make sure I've got the right number here.
Oh god, he's gonna have to fucking sleep for that many days.
Alright, and that's... Hang on. Whoops. There we go. So that's divided by bump. Alright, so that's only going to be 4 days. That's not too bad.
Wait, it's 4 days to Colleen Grove?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's 2.5. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was like, Jesus!
I'm sorry.
I thought it was 4 days from the fucking cave!
I only did calculations for 10 hours of travel. I had a half that. So yeah, it's 2.5 days. And he takes off. Whee! And you guys are riding on his back again. Yay! Go ahead and make your roll for those 2 days.
If I don't sleep, can I avoid those rolls?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to stay awake then.
Alright, after the first day you need to make an endurance check to stay awake.
How about you sleep for 1 day of the
14?
days?
That'll work.
How about you stay awake for one of the days?
Alright. No whammies. 15! No, that doesn't work. Damn it.
15.
Just missed it.
You have a dream.